Hello, beautiful Earth Angels. Welcome to Earth Angels Unite, transmission number 43, releasing grudges and microhertz. I'm so delighted to be here with you. Your physical body is often likened as the vehicle of your soul. Your heart and mind are the engine of the vehicle. From the angelic perspective, grudges are seen as sludge that slows the flow of your angel's love. When you hold on to these grudges in your heart and mind, it's similar to if you didn't take your car for an oil change and the dirt and grime and old oil coagulates in the lines. The angels know that your grudge started as a micro hurt and it grew because it was hard to release. Your angels have so much compassion for the hurt you've experienced and that led to the grudge, and they guide you to let it go. And so my intention, hello, welcome, good morning, Lauren dear. If you're here, say hi. My intention with these transmissions is to gather us earth angels together, to wake up, to spread your wings, to shine your light, and really to reclaim your authentic voice, right? The voice of your soul, the voice of your heart, and to be a channel for the wisdom, the love, and the benevolence of the angels. Hello, welcome. Hi, Marie. Namaste. So, of course, when we gather together, we are more powerful. Where two or more are gathered, there I am. So we step into the I am presence. And with all of my offerings, I want this to be a space of transformation and healing. So you come one person and you leave a different person, you leave transformed. And that's whether you're here live or whether you're listening to the replay, or as many times as you do. In these transmissions, I'll be sharing teachings from my debut book, Receiving from Your Angels, 4 Practices to Heal Your Pain with Angel Love. And excuse me, a lot of tears this morning. Whoa, more than I expected. So then it all like gets stuck in my throat. I'm sharing teachings from my book, Angel Meditations and Activations, to help you to trust your intuition, to relax and cherish your body, to really receive your next level of angelic pain relief. And when I talk about pain, my book is focused on physical pain, but understanding that physical and emotional pain are intimately connected. So whatever kind of pain you're experiencing, your angels know how to help you. So my name is Jill Kempner, angel coach and author. As an angel coach, what I help my clients do is heal the pain in their bodies with the love of the angels through relaxation, through the practices of my book. My intention, again, is always transformation and healing. And so if you're ready to receive your next level of angelic pain relief, I'm here to help. And so, of course, I want to welcome again everyone who is going to be here live today, all of you connecting with the replay, to be surrounded in a circle of love, light, compassion, healing, and miracles, and joy. And so happy, right? Happy September 12th. Can you believe it? My goodness, we're coming up on a new moon, and I believe Rosh Hashanah in the Jewish tradition. I believe that's the ceremony, the holiday of atonement, but I could be getting it mixed up with another one. And maybe Lauren can help me with that. And yesterday, it was rainy here in the Chicagoland area, and it was sort of perfect for September 11th because, it's such a sad, it's just a sad day. And so we're just, we're tender right now as we remember, the pain and the different things that we've experienced, and talk about grudges. I mean, gosh, oh, we could think about that, right? September 11th, and how we could be holding on to, will be a lot more than a micro hurt for that experience, right? That would definitely be a mountain of hurt. And just how that event rippled, into the whole world, right? I mean, I think that was the point. Um, and the pain of that, that we all, even 22 years later, can still feel so raw. And so I guess what I'm sharing today is kind of perfect alongside that, although it's tender. Jewish New Year. Okay, yes, Jewish New Year. Thank you. It's the Jewish New Year, which makes sense because it's the new moon. Thank you for, because I was like, I felt like I was mixing them up, and Yom Kippur is the atonement. Yes, thank you so much. So happy New Year almost, right? New Year, new moon coming up. And a time of new beginnings. So as many of you know, I'm grieving the loss of my brother. And just grief is just so painful. My goodness, the stages of grief are difficult, and both to experience and also to witness, right? To witness other people experience them. And I think what happens so many times is we're witnessing someone go through the stages of grief, we're reminded of our own grief, and possibly that we didn't even grieve, right? Or wanted to skip a stage or repress a stage. So all of that coming up when you get cracked open, right? And what did I write here? The only way out is in, right? And through the stages of grief. The only way out of the grief, right? And back to the joy and the light and the healing is through it. And so as my heart has been cracked open, all that hasn't served me, all that's not serving me, I should say, because we have to understand and believe that everything that we've experienced has served us at one point. But all that's not serving me anymore, not supporting me, not helping me, right? It's all coming up for healing. And in that, what do I mean by that? The grudges and the grievances I've held against other people, the grudges and the grievances other people have held against me. It's so interesting as the cracking open happens, I can feel so much more energy. I thought, because I'm, an angel coach and an energy intuitive and a Reiki master and an IET master, and I could name a couple other masterships I've taken, and a priestess. Like, I thought I was already like at a pretty strong intuitive place. And now my intuition with the cracking open of my heart is just so much stronger. Hello, welcome. If you're hi, say here. I think if you're on Facebook, you have to say hi, so I know that you're here. And so, sorry, sometimes I go and I get downloads and then I lose my place. I have to have notes right now, otherwise I'd be all over the place. So there have been multiple times that I have had to look at my shadow with this cracking open, especially the part of me that's held grudges against other people. And I'm not proud of that, right? I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of that part. But I also know it's part of being human and a way that we often protect ourselves. I'll talk about that. But we have to name it to tame it, right? So I know that as I come here raw and authentic and truthful, my prayer is that this helps you to be that to yourself in your life. And so, yes, I know, Marie. Yeah, I know you can relate, love. And I'm sorry for your loss, dear. So in this, right, tender-hearted space, I'm seeing who truly cares, who I need to release to move forward. It's not an easy process, and so it was so interesting because I was guided to talk about grudges. And as I started, kind of, channeling and writing notes, I realized that I already talked about this in my book. Of course I did, right? But I call them micro hurts. So here's how the angels kind of want to relate all of this together to the practice number 3, release and lead with your heart. And that practice, I often say this to people, it is the most tender practice. That's the practice where I share the story of my father's death, of his murder, and all the things that came, really, which eventually actually led me to become a massage therapist and to become a healer, which I'm so grateful for that path. That is my path. Um, and so, the grudge didn't start like that, right? In my book, I talk about the microhertz, which are likened to like a little tiny pebble. So a microhertz is when someone says or does something that's hurtful to you, and it can leave like a little tiny little pebble in your heart. And so you have two choices when someone hurts you, right? Number one, speak up to the person and clear the air and dissolve the pebble that way, right? That would be that's the earth angel courageous way, but not always the easiest to do, right? And two, you could just forgive, right? Forgive the transgression, release the micro hurt or the grievance, and dissolve the pebble, right? If we don't consciously clear these micro hurts, the tiny little pebble grows into a rock, and the rock into a boulder, and then a boulder into a mountain of hurt. And oftentimes that's what we need. That's when we need divine intervention, right? That's when we need a miracle. Because if we let it build up to be this mountain of hurt, it takes a miracle to clear it. But if we can take those tiny hurts and use the tools, right? And I hope that this practice, my prayer is that the practice in this book gives you earth angels the courage to release, the courage, the support, the steps to release these hurts. And why do we want to release the hurts, right? So we can be this beautiful channel of love and compassion, right? That we're actually meant to be. Thank you, angels. So often a mountain of hurt can also be seen, right, as that grudge, right? And really one of the ways the angels have shown me is that it looks like sludge. It looks like what a car with the line just clogged, full of, dirt and grime and, old oil coagulated in those lines. That's what that's what a grudge looks like in your body and your energy body. Hello, welcome. Is that Chad? Oh, thanks, Chad. Oh, yes, Chantel. So good. I'm so glad you're here. Namaste. You said thanks, Chad. I just saw his name. Hey, Chantel. Welcome, my dear. So, and again, thank you, angels. They're always reminding me of this, like, there's no judgment from the angelic realm. They're not looking at you and going, oh, there's that, sludgy grudge again, They're looking at us with so much compassion. And actually if you could just allow yourself to be witnessed by your angels with all the love and compassion and benevolence they're sending you, that alone could dissolve that hurt and that grudge. I mean, how cool is that, right? So the ego believes, right, from the ego perspective, that the grudge protects you, right? The hurt, if I hold on to this tiny little hurt, it's going to protect me from ever being hurt again, right? But what happens really, right? The hurt, more hurt, right? Bigger, till it's a mountain of hurt. But we know that's not true, right? Because hurt attracts hurt like light attracts light. Yeah. And so grudges or micro hurts, they slow the flow of your angel's love. They create less space in your body for miracles and blessings. They eventually make you sick because you're suppressing. And they attract more of that same hurtful, what I put, grudgy energy. I put grudgy energy, it's not a word. So they made me laugh about that. So wherever you are on this journey, right? Wherever you are on this path of awakening, of heart opening, of receiving from your angels, you could be totally brand new to this. This is your first YouTube live with me. This is your first experience connecting with the angelic realm. And it's perfect, right? So trusting, my personal reading today was so healing. My fuel this week is peace, which makes, I'm just listening to my soul and to my angels. It makes so much sense because I'm experiencing so much pain right now with a heartache. with all the stages of grief and helping, get ready for my brother's memorial on Friday or this weekend. So your heart, right? It's the engine, right? To the vehicle. It's the center of your being, both physically and spiritually. It's an alchemical space. What does that mean? It means that the power of unconditional love is the gift, is the power that transforms all the pain, all the hurt, all the grievances, all the grudges. It's the gateway to your angel's love. Your heart is the safest place for you to be. I love that. It's a sanctuary, right? Feel that. I mean, your angels just here, your guardian angels, one on the right side, one on the left side, just beaming this love into your heart. And reminding you of the power of the medicine of your heart, of the unconditional love, of the unconditional compassion, of the unconditional peace that is already there, even though it might be covered up by some of that sludgy grudge stuff, right? And I got to tell you, it can feel sometimes easier to just hold on to that grudge. And there's been a lot of instances in my life where it feels rightful, it's like I have to have this grudge because I need it to protect me, right? Protect me from this other worser pain, right? Worser hurt. And I'm here to tell you it's not true, right? That's the ego's way of trying to stay alive. Because when we fully embody our soul, when we fully align with angelic love, it is the death, right, of the ego and the what do the angels say? Recreation isn't quite the word, but it's interesting. They're like, I keep hearing like reinstituting, reinstating your soul as the leader. So anyway, downloads as we go. So before we go into the steps of the practice in a short meditation, I want to read just 2 or 3 short paragraphs from my book, because I started typing it and then the angel said, why don't you just read this one little section about the depth of your pain? It's on page 149. Your angels want you to release all the micro hurts and heart boulders that block the flow of their love. Your angels guide you to understand that there is no need to fear the depth of your pain, because the angels can transform it into peace. The depth of your pain, the depth of the pain you feel, is equal to the depth of the peace you can receive. I mean, is that awesome? I needed to hear that. The deeper you feel the wound of hurt, the deeper and more profoundly you will feel and receive self-compassion. This is angelic alchemy. This is the angelic alchemy of transforming your wound into wisdom. The depth of the hurt you experience is equal to the depth of the compassion you can create. When you open your grateful heart to your angel's love, you have the power to transform any pain or hurt into peace and compassion. And so thank you, angels, for that download. They were very much here when I was writing my writing that chapter, because it was so it was a difficult chapter, because that I went back to my father's being murdered when I was 11, and just all the ways that I held on to all those things until eventually I cracked open in my dark night of the soul. When I went to the psych hospital many, many, many years later. And I had talked about my childhood and the challenges that I had. And there was some resistance. My mom had some pushback on sort of the way I shared the story initially. And then I up-leveled it and felt really good about it. And it was hard for her to accept, because there was a lot of, pain and trauma, a lot of stress in my early years. And so as we move into the steps of this practice, again, I felt, and dude, this was all angelically led, angelically guided, and supported in helping you release and learning, what is releasing, what is it not, how to do it safely, and to know some of what happens in the physical body when you're releasing, to make sort of, it's to normalize the process, and to bring it to a space of hopefully clarity. And so step one is to invite the archangels of the practice. So Archangel Shamuel is the angel of peace. Archangel Zadkiel is the angel of compassion. Archangel Azrael is the angel of comfort. And Archangel Jeremiah is the angel of mercy. And even when I say their names and say they're the angel of, they have so much more medicine than just that. But they wanted to come in to my book and be in there's an archangel for every step of my book. And they were so intentional about who wanted to be connected with the steps, which is so beautiful. And that's just about asking for help, right? And you are not, I think there's so many lessons in the releasing grudges, releasing microhurts, the releasing process, but knowing that you're not doing it alone, right? Knowing that you have, and here's the thing, I want to say, the angels are saying, you don't want to do it alone. Whether you're doing it in a group, a community or a group, whether you're doing it with your therapist, we really want to do the releasing with the angels, because then we're going to have more of a deeper release, they're interesting. They're saying cleaner release, which I never quite heard before, a more complete release, so that we can have that sense of relief, right? That is angelic pain relief when we get to that space of consciously releasing. The other thing the angels need to say as we're talking about this is releasing happens in layers. And when we get to step 4, I'll talk more about that. So step 2 is opening your grateful heart. And of course, as an earth angel, your heart is already open, of course. But I think one thing the angels are focusing on is opening your heart to them, right? Opening your heart to the divine. So that's about focusing on gratitude and appreciating yourself. This is about self-appreciation, self-acknowledgement of your gifts, of your light, of your beauty, of your strength. And then step 3 is relaxing your mind. Oh my gosh. I saw a Facebook meme yesterday, like the greatest prison to break out of is your own mind. And, this man is drawing a box around himself, and it's so true, right? Our monkey mind, when our mind goes to the negative, which it's wired for, that's causing us a lot more pain than need be. So how do we tame the mind, right? Through the breath, through the beautiful mantras. I talk about Om in my book, of course. And so we breathe to slow down the thoughts. We focus on connecting the heart and mind. If you think about this, right, this is the engine, right, of our vehicle, right, the vehicle of our soul. And we've got this connection between the heart and mind. And what we want to do is sync the thinking mind into the feeling heart, the intuitive heart. And then, of course, choosing the thoughts that make us feel good. This is not, toxic positivity or, putting positive stuff on top of the pain. This is about making a conscious choice to choose the highest vibrational thought that literally raises your vibration. So step 4 goes into the releasing process, and, it's release the hurt. And let me say, did I invite so step 3 with relax your mind is invite Archangel Zadkiel. Thank you, angels. See, they have my back. He's the angel of compassion. And then in step 4, we invite Azrael, the angel of comfort, because we are cushioned in comfort. There are 3 safety nets of releasing when we invite the angels, right? This has to be with angelic support, right? We have the cushions of comfort, which is that, we're surrounded in that love, and that we only have to feel the tiniest little bit of that pain as part of the integration process, as part of the releasing process. Release only when ready means you're not going to release anything you're not ready to release. So there's safety just in that, right? It's like, I'm not going to release to the point that I'm overwhelmed and I'm going to lose my mind, although we can have parts that feel like that. And then no rushing. So we step into the space of infinite patience, of divine timing. I think about the infinity symbol, and on the center point of the infinity symbol is a space outside of time, right? Where instantaneous healing and divine miracles exist. And that reminds me of the no rushing safety net. And then as part of the deeper and more full release, right? To where we're actually not suffering from that grudge anymore. We're not suffering from that hurt anymore. We have to understand, what lesson are we learning? So we invite, what lesson am I learning from this pain? What is the deeper meaning of this pain? And then again, releasing happens in layers. Your body may twitch and shudder. Your emotions may rise and fall. It's all perfect. Right. And that's probably most likely going to happen. We can have healing without feeling. We can go into a deep state of stillness, like we're in the womb of no thing. And that's actually a really powerful release as well. And then step 5 is to invite receive, right? Receive the unconditional love and compassion that fills that wound, with the love that you need, that you deserve, that's already there. And we invite Archangel Jeremiah, the angel of mercy, to assist that process of receiving. And this is just about allowing, right? Soften. That's why we have to relax. The steps are all in order for a reason, right? Renew your devotion, relax and cherish your body, release and lead with your heart, receive and trust your intuition. And so this is just about breathing and receiving, and really inviting your next level of receiving, whatever that looks like for you. So let's go ahead and do a short meditation, and let's see if we can release some grudges together. So closing your eyes, if that's available for you, and just taking a few cleansing breaths. And as you breathe, feel yourself coming into this present moment, this sacred moment in time, with deep gratitude. Feel your body and soul cherishing each other, and your angels cherishing you. As you breathe, feel the connection from the crown of your head to your beautiful heart, the sanctuary of your heart, and from your heart to your roots, and from your roots all the way to the heart of the earth. Feel the heart of Mother Earth, her heartbeat. And we welcome the medicine of lepidolite, the energy of acceptance and miracles, the energy of aquamarine, to support our releasing today, that it's gentle and safe and relieving. Just breathe. As we invite your beautiful team of angels and guardian angels, allies, beloved ancestors, the archangels of release and lead with your heart. Archangel Shamuel, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Azrael, Archangel Jeremiah. We welcome your beloved ancestors and all of the healing angels, the light of God. Thank you for guiding and protecting us with your healing light for our highest good and highest healing. You are the keeper of your mind and body. And we welcome only those angels and guides that love you unconditionally. So just breathe and let yourself receive your angel's love. Connect with your heart. Again, the gateway of your angel's love by bringing one hand or both hands there. You could bring just your attention, but it's very powerful to bring the palms of your hands, the secondary palm chakras, to touch the center of your heart chakra, to touch your physical body. As we say together, I am devoted to receiving love and compassion from my angels. Beginning that healing process of opening your heart, beginning the softening, the relaxation, the letting go, the receiving. So that powerful mantra, I am devoted to receiving love and compassion from my angels, opens your heart to your angels' love, aligns your mind with divine mind, and invites you to receive your angels' love and devotion for you. I invite the loving power of Archangel Shamuel, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Azrael, and Archangel Jeremiah to surround me and help me lead with my heart. I'm willing to release all pain, hurt, heartache, sludgy grudges, and blocks in my body, from my body and heart, so I can receive more love and compassion from my angels. I ask that the healing I receive today be shared with all my relations in all directions of time. So feel that gratitude building, expanding, opening your heart wider. Focus on something that makes you feel so grateful. And let that gratitude bubble up and over and flood and fill your body. Feel so grateful for your body, for your soul, for your team of angels. And we welcome the medicine of relaxation. So, softening your muscles from your bones, physical relaxation. Breathe and let go of any tension in your body. Notice where you're holding and just soften. From the crown of your head, across your shoulders, down your back, through your hips, through your legs, all the way to the energetic roots. We welcome the medicine of emotional relaxation. Just knowing there's room for all of your parts, the part that's holding a grudge, the part that's angry, the part that's hurt, the part that's sad, the part that's in pain. They're all loved. Part that's worried. As your emotions calm, your body can let go even more. Your heart, again, is that sanctuary. It's the emotional sanctuary for all of you. Breathe as we welcome the medicine of relaxation, mental relaxation. So follow the length of your breath to the top of your inhalation. And gently follow the length of your breath to the bottom of your exhalation. deep in your belly. And keep doing that, breathing in that way. And notice your thoughts slowing down. Mental relaxation is not no thought, it's the space between the thoughts where all miracles and divine solutions, where your creativity, where your intuition reside. And we welcome, right, sinking the thinking mind into the feeling heart, the heart opening even more. And we welcome the medicine of spiritual relaxation, space for grace. So in this moment, the spiritual relaxation is right next to the release and lead with your heart practice, because we begin to surrender the pain, surrender the grief, surrender the hurt, surrender the worry into the arms of your angels. And even if you surrender like just a micro hurt, I'm only willing to release a micro hurt of the mountain. Perfect. If you're ready to release the mountain, go for it. Beautiful, powerful release. So beautiful. And everything that you release, you're creating space for grace. You're stepping into the medicine of divine order. That was one of my cards today, divine timing. And so again, Archangel Shamuel here, radiating peace. Archangel Zadkiel, radiating compassion. Archangel Azrael, radiating comfort. As we welcome the medicine of release and lead with your heart, this softening, this letting go, this surrendering of the wound, of the pain, of the hurt, of the grudge. Even if you're only willing to release a half of the grudge, that the angels are celebrating that. I have something very particular I'm releasing a grudge against right now, and I'm so grateful for the power of this group and of this practice. So thank you. And so as the building of the release happens, remembering releasing happens in layers, we welcome the cushions of comfort. Azrael here, holding your heart with the most comfort, holding the grieving part, the hurt part, the sad part, the part that's in pain. And we receive those cushions of comfort. We know that we don't have to feel all of that pain all over again as part of the release, only the tiniest little bit as part of the integration. Thank you. Breathe. As you know, you're only going to release what you are ready to release. And if it's up, you're ready. Breathe as we welcome. Step into the temple of your heart. Step onto the center of infinity on the center of your heart, in the center of your heart temple. The sanctuary of your heart, the alchemical space of unconditional love and compassion. And be there. And let all of your parts that need love, that are holding that grudge or that grievance, that are feeling that hurt and pain, let them be there. See them. So feel your soul witnessing that part. Feel your guardian angels witnessing that part. And feel the archangels of release and lead with your heart witnessing that part. Breathe and receive all of this love, this compassion, this witnessing. So powerful. And feel what I love about the no rushing. Feel the infinite patience, the infinite spaciousness. There's no urgency, there's no pushing, there's no rushing. There's just love. There's just love. And as you release, tears may flow, laughter, grunting, groaning, shifting, twitching. It's all perfect. You may go again into a deep state of stillness, like you're cradled in the womb of no thing, in the Divine Mother's womb. So however you're releasing, it's perfect. And if it feels too intense, just ask your angels to turn it down a notch. That you asking this to be gentle. Knowing that you are in this exact moment as you release, you are receiving. So we ask, what lesson am I learning from this hurt? What lesson am I learning from this grudge? What lesson am I learning from this pain? What is the deeper meaning of this grievance? I'm willing to see the miracle, the blessing, the gift of this pain. Breathe. Breathe and release. Breathe and receive, and trust your intuition. Trust your body. Trust your heart. Trust your senses. Trust your truth, your wisdom, your heart, your light. Just receive all of the love. And again, hear the angels saying, receive more than you've ever received before. And so I feel, let's see if I can name it. It's different for all of you. Shamuel in the front, Azrael in the back, Zadkiel on the right, Jeremiah on the left. That's what I feel for me, but it's sort of like depending on where you need the peace, the compassion, the comfort, and the mercy, it's there for you. So just like receive it more than you've ever received before, and how powerful it is to receive when we're all here together. Feel the power of the group, those of us here live, those of us connecting with the replay. We are all here together. Whenever you listen to this, even if it's 10 years from now, breathe and receive, receive, receive. Release to receive, receive to release. Beautiful. Go back down to the energetic roots. We root to rise. Feel the support of Mother Earth. Releasing can happen through your roots into the earth. It can happen sort of out of your heart, the front of your heart, the back of your heart. It can release up through the crown, out of your aura. So the angels stepping back now further. First, they were like really, really close into your body. And now they're stepping back, stepping back, stepping back, supporting your integration of this release, the integration of the lesson, the integration of the healing. And we ask that your energy body, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, be recalibrated to your normal daily activities on all 4 levels of your being, with ease and grace, in all directions of time. And so as we step into a circle of light, we visualize the violet flame in the center. If there's anything else you need to transmute, to release, send it into the violet flame as we bow to each other. We dedicate all the healing that you received today to all our relations in all directions of time. And feeling, trusting, seeing, knowing your angels are bowing to you with love and devotion and deep, 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 deep compassion as we seal our beautiful releasing ceremony and YouTube live with a namaste. Namaste. All right, you're all hired. Amazing job, Earth Angels. Love you so much. invitations, I want to invite you to basic level IET, which is next Saturday, the 23rd. It happens to be the equinox, which is so powerful. And there's a small group gathering right now. And I would love for you to be a part of it. It's at Relax for Life. It's an 8-hour training. It's $195. And I have an invitation video that I made. It's on my YouTube channel. It's about 4 minutes, and it talks about why I love IET and why it's my passion. I will say that as much as I love it, I am going to be pausing teaching this particular training for about a year or so. So if you've been wanting to take this class, just ask the angels to clear your schedule and take care of the kids and get a day off work or whatever you need to be there. I am being guided really strongly to anchor that day and time in and not change it. Although my parts have been wanting to change it. You should move it to this and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, if you're guided to come, please reach out to me. We can talk about a scholarship or a partial scholarship if you need that. And we will connect. So I will be back next week for a YouTube live. And I have some wonderful in-person classes coming up, several of them at Relax for Life. And then next year I'm going, mostly virtual. So if you want to hang out with me in person and take one of my classes, I have some really fun stuff coming up. You can go to my website, jillkempnerhealing.com. And starting in October, I'll start taking breakthrough conversations again and opening my schedule up for new clients. So if you're interested in coaching with me, again, on my website under free conversations, there's a tab and a questionnaire that you can fill out for this free conversation. And the breakthrough conversation is very valuable because you have my eyes looking at your specific issue. And I'm sharing the angelic perspective of your pain and how we're going to heal it with my coaching programs. So I'd love to connect with you in that way. And again, I'll be starting to take breakthrough conversations in October. So if that's something you're interested in, you can look on my website. And of course, you can always email me if you have any more questions. So I love you all. You are so amazing. We cannot forget to pull an oracle card. I really want to pull a priestess card for some reason. Let's pull a Michael card. Michael, I have so many decks. I have 50 plus. I've lost track of how many oracle decks I have. How is it that you are releasing all that pain, that sludgy grudge, and receiving your next level of peace and angelic pain relief? Oh, I put my card back in. 44, you will manifest what you need. Yes, I love this card. It's a package from Archangel Michael. I mean, legit. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. This is perfect. This is like a perfect little bow on the package of this beautiful healing that we did today. I love you all. I'm so grateful. This has been quite wonderful. Thank you, Chantel. I'm so glad you were here. Marie and Lauren and everyone else. Thank you so much. How awesome. I wish I could read. I feel like 44 is so significant right now with like divine timing and angel numbers and all those synchronicities that come together to support our journey. So this is just about trusting and having faith, keeping your heart filled with gratitude, right? That attitude of gratitude that will attract all the miracles and divine intervention and support and healing that you need as you continue to release and receive your angels' love. All right. I love you all. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Thank you for your prayers and love and your support. Namaste.